Okay, I'm Kasheyon again. My major is communications and arts. So let's get started. As again I said, I don't know if you guys can see that behind me. Am I in the way or? My major is communications here at CCP. I volunteer at CCP TV, and I'm also the event coordinator for the Christian Women and Men Alliance. Now let's briefly talk about my vision. I'm going to start off with my vision and how I seen how can I say this? How I seen this club to be in this organization. So my vision for it, my mission and purpose of it, and of course, my general ideas of it. So I had past experience in elementary school, middle school, and high school, which led up to me being here at college. The whole reason all relates to one thing. So during elementary school, I used to deliver mail at home and made up stories. I always was fascinated with the news for some reason, action news. As I was a little kid, I always used to watch Sesame Street, and my uncle clicked over to action news, and I was just so into action news because of the theme song and everything, just as well as I was into Sesame Street and other cartoons. So, when I come home after homework, I would make up stories, write them down, get in the mirror with my little comb and things like that. So during middle school, I was the person who played the national anthem for the school. So they taught me how to go to the main office and what buttons to press, and every day at 7:30, I would play the national anthem for my school. And also, I was the cameraman for our school, our middle school, which was Drexel Hill Updates. I was the camera person, one of the camera people for that. And then in high school, I was an outgoing reporter. I had a lot of experience with that. My high school was Community Academy of Philadelphia Charter School, and I was the outgoing reporter. So that means many people reported in the school, what the school did, different events, but I was the one who went out to parades, went out and interviewed the mayor, went out and brought the news in to the school. So I had a lot of experience with that there. Now when I came here to CCP, I realized one thing. I wanted to go to college to experience and better my communication skills and continue being a news reporter as I have done in the past throughout high school and middle school and things like that. But when I got here, I noticed one thing. We do have a CCP TV, which is our own channel, 53 on Comcast and 21 on Fios. But what I did notice is that we don't have a news broadcast. So that kind of that kind of upsetting me a little bit. And I said, why don't we have a news broadcast? My whole reason I'm coming to college is to become a news reporter. So I was thinking and thinking and thinking. I put so much thought into it that I decided, if I have an idea and I want to pursue the idea, and I'm sure that there's others out here who had similar experiences. Maybe you was a news reporter for your school or a photographer for something else. So I thought of this idea, and I decided, to create my own organization here to help not only me, but to also help anyone else who's interested in something like this, a club or organization where we produce a news broadcast. And so that's why I'm here today, to tell you that we're on our way making progress to start a news broadcast for CCP, and it should be coming this fall semester. So one is on the way, as I've just stated. So today we're going to be talking about the vision, the purpose, what we will do, who we can help, when will it start, and practices and training. So now many people want to know who does what. Let's talk. So the purpose that I have, and of course this is not the purpose set in stone, but this is just what I went off of. The purpose of this organization is to allow students, for their prior experience to continue, and those who've never had any type of experience being a news reporter, being a photographer, being a graphic designer, video editor, if you want to learn and if you want to get training on that, we can, assist you and train you to help produce our news broadcast. And the mission is to The mission of this organization will be sure to do our best ability to show student involvement and involvement in general here at Community College of Philadelphia. So many people have different clubs and organizations and departments, and those clubs and organizations have many, many different events and activities throughout the year. And to my knowledge, a great large number of students, faculty, and staff don't even know that that event occurred. And I've seen that as kind of like a potential problem because, you know, if the organization is raising money to reserve this room and raising money to buy this certain type of decoration and nobody shows up, that's a problem that I've seen. So I thought, you know, maybe there has to be a better way to show student involvement. I was walking, I'm also volunteering at Temple University, and I announced to them that I go to CCP. And one person said to me, CCP never has nothing, how can you have fun? And I said, well, what do you mean we don't ever have anything? And he said, there's nothing that never happens there, it's boring. And I said, well, do you go to the events and the activities? What events? So they was completely unknowledgeable that we have events here on that CCP. So that was my goal. That's why I want to help start this news organization to expose, but not expose, but more so bring to public that we have many different events of all different type of things, from all different supports throughout the year, from different clubs, departments. The student life, they have the student programming board, they have everything, they have many different things several times, you know, within a month. And, you know, so I'm going to do my best to create a news broadcast to expose that, to bring it to people's attention, not only to invite people to it, but also to recap events, you know, after an event occurred, get different video clips and different interviews with different people who went to that event and put it together to make a news broadcast, a news report, and put it on our different sources. So today we are seeking, and we have been currently seeking, people who may be interested in a news reporter position, news anchor, weather, sports, camera and audio crew, video editing, and social media, and also graphics design and marketing and so much more. So many people, of course, you should know at this point what a news reporter is. If you don't, our news reporters, what we're looking for them to do is, of course, have on-camera positions, reporting, interviewing, and covering the news, you know, the different things that's happening at which event. And they will, you know, interview different people, report at what's happening, basically. Tell our viewers, tell people who's watching our news broadcast exactly what's going on at that event. And we won't just, you know, so they'll give details on what's going on.
That's right, Rob. They may have only 8 lives left now, but the kittens are doing well here at the Delaware County SPCA, but only because a couple of alert young girls saved them from a trip to the landfill.
So that's basically a news reporter. That was a quick snippet. There's more to it because news reporters not only have to do their live shot, they also have to create a package and things like that, but we'll get into that as time moves on. So a news anchor, do anyone knows what a news anchor is? Do anyone else knows what a news anchor may be? We actually have sort of someone like a news anchor right here in the back, Miss Darlene. She is the news anchor for the Focal Point, which is one of the new things on CCP TV. Thank you for coming. So the news anchors are the individuals who are reporting in the studio at the desk. And of course, one of their jobs is to open and close the broadcast, link the different stories together. So basically, be the transition to go from one thing to another and basically sit at the news desk. And also, if there's a camera person who is not, if there's something going on and a news reporter can't go out, but we have a camera person, sometimes the news anchor will report on that story and basically do the same thing as a news reporter, but at the news anchor desk.
Let's call it John and Kate plus court. The reality couple caught up in a nasty divorce appeared before a judge in Montgomery County today. Kate Goslin is accusing John of taking money from a joint bank account.
That was an example of what a news reporter is. Now, weather teller, meteorologist, weather guy, weather girl, you know, of course, their job is to report on the weather. So now for our organization, we cannot be called meteorologists unless you have your degree in meteorology. So, but we are looking for weather guys and weather girls to give the weekend or whatever, however we set it up into the fall semester, to give the weather about what's going on. And
degrees, 42
they can report on both
Fountain Hills,
outside
Mesa,
or
around 40,
inside.
dropping
So
into
in
the
the
upper 30s
studio
for Chandler
or
and also
outside
the
at
Cape
a
With us at least through Monday, even into Tuesday, but then that warm up gradually kicks in and we'll start seeing those 70s and more typical temperatures for this time of year by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Have a great day.
So that's an example right there. So now, sports reporter, most of you should know what a sports reporter is or may have watched the game and have heard them talking. If you actually go to a Phillies game, you won't hear them talking as you do on TV. So a sports reporter is basically the same thing you would do, report on the scene, tell exactly what's going on, but the difference from a news reporter and a sports reporter is, of course, the sports. So they will be reporting on the sports, telling what's going on, telling the viewers who don't know much about sports, calling the different files and listing the different files and basically going over everything and explaining to everyone who's watching that sports segment on what's exactly going on in that sports game. So now camera crew, we're also looking for a camera crew, which is basically our photographer, videographer, and they would basically control the camera, videotape, take photos. We'll teach everyone on how to use each camera. There's many different types of cameras. There's the basic function is record, zoom in, zoom out, and we need as much camera crew people as members as possible to go out to the different scenes and also help with in the studio recording. Basically, simple as that. Video editors will be the ones who edit the video. So when you see it on the news and when you see it on TV, that's not exactly how it went down. When a news reporter may have had to repeat and re-record herself 3 or 4 times, and a video editor, if the news reporter messed up somewhere, the video editor will cut that part out and don't display it to the public. Or if something happened where the camera guy accidentally put his hand in front of the camera by mistake, the video editor will cut that out. Basically, the video editors will make sure that the film or the package that the video is as perfect as can be. So we're also looking for social networking groups, and they will basically be the ones who update our social media, such as our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram, our YouTube page, social media. Contact them. If anyone is trying to reach us through social media, they'll be the ones who email them back or contact them back, and that will basically be the social networking position there. So graphic designers will produce different graphics, such as photo editing, merging one or more photos together. If you guys have watched the news and they put up like a little picture that says breaking news, and if you look actually closely, you can see like the different pictures of different things that they merge together, such as like a traffic light or a street, trees. So it looks like it's one image, but really it's different images merged together, making one, and then they'll put the title "Breaking News" in the front. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Have you seen that before? Yes? Okay. Marketing team will basically be the group that generates ideas to make sure our organization stay funded. This includes fundraising, different events, anything that will help make sure that we stay funded. They may want to do like, I know a lot of clubs or organizations have concerts, they have fashion shows, basically anything to make sure that we stay funded. So that's what the marketing group will do. They will create these different events and different ideas and bring it to the team. Our promotions, the promotion group is a very important thing. They are the ones who basically will be the ones to create the flyers, to create the the PSAs, which is like the public service announcements. They'll be the ones who create the banners, to create, the different things that you see, such as flyers, business cards, things like that. That's all the promotion team will do. And here's an example of a PSA.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? I am so ready.
Now these guys definitely look ready.
Oh, yeah.
You bet we're ready.
You got that right.
Coming May 26th to 6 ABC.
Welcome to Action News at 4.
Action News at 4 o'clock.
I'm Brian Taft.
And I'm Shirley Allicott.
A new team at a new time. Action News at 4 with Brian Taft, Shirley Allicott, Alicia Vittarelli, and meteorologist Adam Joseph.
Lots of sunshine.
Action News at 4. Are you ready?
They're ready.
That's an example of a promo, basically like a commercial type. So is anyone interested in helping me with something like this? No matter if you're a photographer, a news reporter, is anyone interested? Okay, definitely, thank you. So you guys, you can sign up. You can sign up for more than one if you would like. We may need, we need 10 students in order to start this organization. Hopefully we get more. So definitely, if you guys want to be a photographer on this day, but a news reporter on this day, you're more welcome to do so. So, on whatever position you're interested in, make sure you sign in. And let me see who can help. So anyone can help with this organization: students, faculty, staff, friends, family, so much more. But the on-camera positions, such as the news reporters, anyone that has an on-camera job, are strictly for students. We'll have more information on that coming soon because we're working out that now. We're trying to see exactly how it works. But from what we were told that only students can have on-camera positions. But if you want to be a photographer or something like that and help us, you're more than welcome to do so. So when will we start? Our practices and our trainings, because anyone, you may have experience, again, you may not, but anyone will train and give hands-on experience to everyone who's interested, and they will start, we say end of July, maybe beginning of August. So between August and September, we'll have the trainings, and we'll teach you on exactly how to produce a full entire news broadcast. So our broadcast should begin somewhere near the beginning, as close to the beginning as the fall semester. So maybe a little bit after it begins, maybe right on when it begins. Somewhere around the beginning of the fall semester, we should be ready to produce this. So we were thinking about a premiere that's going to be coming up soon. A premiere, when somebody has a movie, they might show a premiere where, you come and see it. So we might have a premiere of this organization where it's like fun and games, many activities open to the public to bring more people into what it is that we're going to do. So the premiere, if we get it approved, is going to be a few weeks before our first broadcast hits the air. So again, the practice and the trainings, there's going to be free trainings and hands-on experience given to each student and everyone else before we begin creating our news broadcast. And as I said before, if you had no prior experience, no problem. We will teach you how to learn. We will teach you how to operate the equipment, how to speak like a news reporter, how to dress like a news reporter, and how to be a news reporter, or what it is that you're going to be trained to do. And so what we need from each person, especially if you're planning on being a news reporter, I call it C dates, but it may be A for effort, not E for effort. I don't know. I get that one confused. So we need commitment, dedication, ability, time, effort, and service from each person that's willing to help me with this. Commitment, this is an organization, a news broadcast. There's not something where you can start it and then stop it. A news organization, we have to work very hard. This may be one of the hardest working organizations or clubs here at CCP. Because it's very, along with Vanguard, because those guys work super hard as well. So, commitment, you got to be committed to it. I will say, as a student, to make sure that you have your priorities straight. So if your grades are not doing so well, then I wouldn't recommend you to join anything because, you know, grades is first. That's why you're here at college, to get that degree that you want. But if your grades are good and you're able to show some commitment to this, then you know, definitely sign up. Dedication, you have to be dedicated. You have to be able to work with us. And so the schedule really works around your time. I'm going to get into that now. So our weekly broadcast, we were thinking about doing it weekly or a rebroadcast daily. So that means we broadcast it once, but it continues throughout the week. So we're not exactly sure how often our broadcast will be, but we'll find that as we move on to the fall semester and as our practices and trainings will begin. So how often does each individual need to come to the organization? You know, that depends on your schedule. I'm thinking at least 3 times a week because, you know, I want this organization to work around your schedule. So let's say you're a news reporter and there's something happening at 1 o'clock and you have class at 1:10. Obviously, I want to assign you to that job because, you know, class comes first. Class comes first. So, you know, works around your schedule. If you have class from 2 to 4, maybe I'll give you something at 4:30, or maybe I'll give you something at 12 noon. And all of you guys should know you're going to get a weekly list on when we should be expecting you based on what it is that you do, and so forth. So again, as I say, you can sign up for 2 positions. Leave your contact information if you're interested, your CCP number. If you're a student, your CCP email and a J number, because we need these 10 students to sign up. And if you want to leave any other contact information, you can do so. So forms are again located. So does anybody have any questions? Any questions, any comments, any concerns, any ideas, any suggestions? Current members, we have a list of 5. We have a list of 5, but that we're recruiting. We're recruiting more people. So we need 10 to sign up. Some people couldn't make it today because of other obligations such as work and classes and things like that. But to answer your question, we have 5 as of right now. So we still have until September to get our 10 that we need. Yes.
If you sign up, let's say you decide to sign up for 2 positions today, but then let's say like you don't want to, you change your mind and you decide only to do 1 position. Is that okay? Or can you still have to do like this 2?
That's perfectly fine. If you want to sign up for 2 now, that'll be great. But then if you find it when you begin, if you can't manage both in class and other obligations, if you want to just do 1, that's totally fine as well. You know, either or, it's your choice for which one you want to do. If you do have 2 and then you say I can't manage both, maybe I'll stick with 1. I'll just talk with you and see which one it is that you want to do best, and we'll keep you on the list for that one. Any other questions? Yes. Can you say that a little louder? We're hoping that we do have our 10 by the fall semester. But if we don't, then I guess we would have to pick this back up in the spring semester. So yes, there will be another session like this for the spring semester. But we're hoping and I'm praying that we get our 10 like soon, because we have 2 or 3 months to get our 10. So yeah. Anyone else have any questions?
Is this going to be through the audiovisual? Or is this going to be reactivation of the audiovisual?
Okay, yeah, so you may have noticed that some flyers said new organization, some flyers said reactivation of AV Club. I'm actually working into that now because there's some things that both multimedia services, which is CCP TV, and student government, as well as clubs and organizations, need to come together and figure something out, because you know, they're trying to see how they can work this out. So we're pushing to have it as a new organization, because I personally don't know too much about what the AV Club was doing, but from what I understand is that AV Club just means audio visual, and they do many things, and with that many things, a news broadcast can be considered as one of the things that they do. So I actually don't know exactly what's going to happen at this point, but I should know by the end of the month exactly what's going to work out for us. So again, we're going to be on. We also have to work out if we're actually going to be on CCP TV, because student government, they're working that out. They have like a conflict with that situation. But if we can't manage to get on CCP TV, we would definitely be on social media, Facebook, Ustream, SocialCam, things like that. YouTube, social media, yes. We also may be working out getting on, if we can't get on CCP TV, we may get on Philly Cam. Philly Cam is basically, I guess, the Philadelphia channel, and anyone who take the proper classes can get on to Philly Cam. So as an organization, that would be also helpful and beneficial if we can't get on CCP TV. So any last questions or ideas to bring to the table or suggestions, anything? No? Yes, we're looking for news reporters, we're looking for camera workers, photographers, we're looking for graphic design, we're looking for video editing, sportscasters, and weather tellers, and marketing and promotions.
Do you want that as two separate entities, or do you want that in one? It sounds like
they can be worked out together. They can be one as together. They can be one marketing. The same person would do marketing and promotion. But you know, it all depends on, you know, how many students we get. For right now, we're gonna try to merge them together due to, you know, we don't have the 10 yet. But you know, if a miracle works out where more students come, that's when we'll branch each section into two. So again, thank you guys for coming out. I don't want to waste any more of your time. I believe I had this recorded, so if you know a friend who may be interested, and he did not or she did not make it out today, I will have it on my Facebook, so you can Facebook me at Kasheyon Lee. That's spelled KASHEYONLEE. And I will also send out emails to the people who sign up and leave their emails with me. I can email you this video, this audio clip.
Is the news reporting just on the campus, or is it around the community too?
Good question. I was waiting for someone to ask me that. So community news, actually, the reason why I decided to call it community news is because I want to focus on the different events that happen at CCP. So that's not only the main campus, but the regional campuses, and also the news in your community, such as, you know, parades or anything that's happening, such as like a keynote speaker is coming to your town or something like that. So anything, you know, any positive news that is happening or any events or activities that's happening in your community, we want to also try to do our best to get that as well. So it's for community college and it's for your community. So positive news though, because we you know, this is an educational channel, and I would not want to broadcast anything about any crime or any violence or anything like that. I don't see a point to do that. If so, you could just, you know, watch any regular channel, but you know, this is more so positive news. I have a lot of friends that say, you know, all the news talk about is shooting, all the news talk about is robbery, they never talk about nothing good. So, you know, we're now that good because we're going to stay away from the violence and the shootings and all that other stuff. So that's a pro for us. So thank you guys for coming out. Again, my email, if you want to email me, it's KLEECHI1 ccp.edu. Thank you.